Hello everybody, welcome to the summer event from Stamp Anything. And today I'm going to create a pocket slider card using this adorable roller coaster image featuring me, Kevin, and Annie herself. So I'm going to set this adorable image aside and I'm going to create the pocket portion of my project first. So I have a piece, this is of craft colored cardstock. It is 8.5 inches by 8 inches. So 8.5 inches by 8. And then I have another piece that's 7 inches by 3 7/8. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard and I'm going to put the 8.5 inch, the wider side and I'm going to score using that. So I want to score at 2.5 inches on one side. So this is the 8-inch side here and the 8.5 inch side here. And then I'm going to flip it and I'm going to score at 2 inches. And then with the 8-inch side at the top, I'm going to score at 1 inch. And that is all the scoring we have to do. So I'm going to grab my scissors. And I am just going to cut these outer tabs off. Okay, and then I'm just going to go about 1/2 inch in and just angle the tabs, just like so. All right, so while we are at that, I need to figure out where I want my track to be. So obviously, my card front or pocket front is just going to be this center portion. And I kind of want it to be this way. So I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to put my track, hide it where I can have it the most hidden. Obviously, you're going to see it once you pull the card out. I know there are ways to hide the track, but for this, we're going to keep it fairly simple. So I'm just going to draw a line where I don't want it to go past that. I'm going to grab my T-square ruler and I'm just going to go slightly in from that, and I want it about 1/4 inch wide. Roughly. Okay. And let's just see if this remains hidden when we have our character. Oh, could I have gone? Let's see. I think I could have made it actually bigger. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm going to extend this out. Let's see, will that show? Okay, apparently, was this a line I made? Oh my God, it was too. I was looking at the wrong. Okay, I can make this way wider. Hey, Steven. Okay. And if you have a slider die, you use that. I'm just going to show how to do it if you don't have one. I know Anne has a slider die that is awesome. but I want to do a slider pocket. So let's see if this works. Okay. Perfect. You can hardly see it. Okay, so I'm going to just use, I'm sure a lot of you have a trimmer like this. This was like my first trimmer years ago. Dusted it off. And I am going to just cut along the line. I'll just actually put this up so I don't mess this up. Okay. Okay. So I made mine a bit wider than I had wanted, but that's okay. And I am just going to do that. And we're not going to see this other one, so I'm going to just use my scissors. Yeah, I need a new blade on my trimmer. Okay, let's see if we can clean this up. Yeah, this definitely needs a new blade. Obviously, we want this to be as neat as possible, especially this outer edge, because we're going to see that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. Okay, and while this is not folded, I'm gonna grab a stencil. I want to do some blending. So this was from March Stencil Club, one of the stencils that came. And that, if you are not a member, you should definitely check out Stencil Club. And I am going to grab a palm blender. And I want to do, what colors do I want to do? A yellow and a red, I think. So I'm going to grab palm blenders in both of those colors. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to start by using some vintage photo. Just going to ink that up. And I'm going to just softly blend it out. Okay. Just soften that out. I think I'm gonna do along the top over here as well. Just get as soft as we can. I could use some softening. This will be at the back, so it's not as important. I'm gonna layer some do a layered stencil over top. So I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna use my Make Art Station just so it stays in place. Let me just set that right about there and here. And I am going to grab, so that was vintage photo we used. I'm going to use mustard seed, and do I want to use candied apple? I think I might actually use one of the newer reds. Let's do lumberjack plaid. I like that red. So we're gonna use mustard seed and lumberjack plaid. I'm gonna start with the red first. Just using Anne's palm blenders. So I'm gonna start with that. And then I'm gonna go in with mustard seed. Go back with the lumberjack plaid, and let's see how that looks. Very cool. It'll be nice and subtle. Okay, and I'm going to do the same over here. Just going to go in with some of the lumberjack plaid. And then mustard seed. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yeah, that is awesome. Love, love, love. And I think I want to add just a little bit of, I will do that after. Do I want to do that after? I'm going to just do using a, we'll add some, I'm going to just add some Distress Oxide and Black Soot. And I'm going to grab a round brush. And I'm going to just put some water. I just want to splatter this. Now, this isn't watercolor paper, so you don't want it too wet. Okay, and I think I'm going to use, I think that's good. I'm going to set that aside. Let that dry for a second. And I'm going to clean up my inky mess. Squeaky, squeaky. Okay. And I'm going to set that aside as well. And I'm going to apologize in advance that my dogs are loose, so I'm sorry if your dogs are barking like crazy now, because mine were. They're uncontrollable sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this piece, and I'm gonna just use what's left on my the frayed burlap vintage photo, sorry. See if there's anything. There's not a whole lot on, so I'm going to re-ink that. I'm just going to do this corner here. And I think I'm going to use the stencil, and I'm just going to use, I just want it in that bottom corner. So I'm going to grab actually the lumberjack plaid again. just put it quite thick in this corner here. And then with the mustard seed, let's add some of that. And just work it out like that. There, that's great. Perfect. I'm gonna just clean, or I'm gonna set this stuff aside because I don't need to do any more stenciling. And clean up my table. So we don't get ink where we don't want it. Okay. Put those aside. Okay, so let's grab our pieces now. So we have our piece here. I am going to just grab some score tape and I am going to start, just fold the edges in where we scored. And if you wanted, you could totally do this with watercolor, cardstock, and you could go total mixed media on it. That would be cool for your envelope. So I'm gonna have this flap on the outside. And let's just make sure. Okay, so I'm going to go on. I'm gonna have the larger piece of me. So I'm going to just along this edge on the shorter side, I'm going to run the score tape as close to the edge as I can without it being visible. Let's just get that on. Find my pokey tool. To put that nice flat down, and I'm also going to do the same with this flap here. And close that. I think I'm going to just blend that corner just so it's not as noticeable. Okay, let's see if I can neaten this up. Doesn't look the nicest. Okay, I'm really only going to see that much. Okay, so next thing I want to do, I'm going to grab a this is a 1-inch circle punch, and I'm gonna go in the center roughly. I'm just gonna go about halfway. So we have our nice little pull tab. And then we have our insert. Isn't that neat? Okay, so we're going to set that aside. So that is the portion of our envelope for now that we're going to be working on. So let's clean this up and then we're going to start the coloring. All right, so let's begin with our coloring. For our skin tone, I'm going to use E04, E11, E21, E00, E000, E quadruple 0, R20, and I'm going to use some BV01. So we're all light in complexion, so I'm going to do all of our skin the same color. Just lock this so it doesn't zoom in the marker. Okay, so I'm going to start with my skin. So I'm going to start with the E04. Just going to go underneath my hairline, where it would be the darkest. I'm just going to start right there. I'm going to also do by my eyes. This image, the characters are a lot smaller than what I normally, because of how big the image is, they're kind of scaled down a bit. I'm going to color in my tongue. I'm going to just do faces for now, and then we can do necks and hands and arms after. So that was E04. Now I'm going to go to E11 or E11. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Just going to go over top of what I've done. And I'm going to just watch that E04. As soon as it starts to kind of melding in with the E11 or E11, that's when I'm going to stop. I'm going to color in my ears with the E11. And I'm going to just do the crease of the eye. Just blend those two colors together. And then I'm going to go to E21. I'm going to go over top. Slowly extending out. We're doing baby steps. Slowly widening the line that we're coloring. Okay. Then we're going to go to the E00 or E00. And I'm going to start to really work that color. And I'm going to close off the eyes, leaving that nice white rim, if possible. I'm going to go underneath my face. Okay. Just going to stop around the corners of the mouth. Now I'm going to go to E000. I'm going to work this line that's kind of around. That's where I'm going to focus on. As soon as I see that start to blend, I'm going to go back a bit and then stop. Don't want to spend too much time there because I don't want to push my colors back too much. I just want to get that blend. And to smooth out the colors. I'm still wanting to leave that center of the face. And then I'm going to go in with my 000, or quadruple zero, sorry. And I'm going to just fill in that center, which would be kind of like my highlight. Okay. I'm going to add my rosy cheeks. So R20. going to start on kind of the corner of the eye, building that up there. I'm not worried about it blending right yet. Just want to get that rosy cheek on there. Kind of stopping right underneath the eye. Then I'm going to go to my 000, E000, and I'm going to just blend out those edges. Okay. And I'm going to look, and if I need to with the 000, just going to lightly flick to blend. Then I'm going to grab my BV01. I'm going to just do along that E04. In some parts, not the entirety of it. Okay. All right, let's do Kevin. So again, E04. Right along his hairline. And we'll do where his crease would be. Of course, he has that attitude eyebrow. That's a signature of Kevin's images. If you knew him, you would get it, because he's a sassy boy. Okay, so E04. Now E11. Each time we're just going to thicken our line. Just going to fill in those ears with the E11. Then E21. Oops. Close that door. I have a feeling somebody's coming home and the barking will continue. Okay, so again, this is E21. Okay. Okay, that was E21. Now E00. Gonna just close off the eye with the 00. Oh, and I never colored his little tongue. Oops, sorry if I was off camera. Okay, so that was 00, 000. And Kevin is a bit darker than me, so I've used more of the 00 on him. And I think I might just fill in the remainder of his face with the 000. And that's how we can get kind of where it's slightly darker. Kevin's one of those people, he can go out in the sun for 15 minutes and he looks like he was tanning all day. Where I am like super white. If I'm out too long, I turn into a lobster. So R20 for his rosy cheeks. And we'll do the E000 just to blend. I'm going to go to my E04 and do his tongue. And I'm going to use my 0. I got to do that on both of the tongues I've colored so far. Just dab it in the center just to get that highlight. Okay, and did I get a bit of pink in his eye here? I know Kevin has pink eye. All right. BV01, I'm going to just do along his hairline. Okay, and I'm not liking, with the 000, I'm just going to soften his cheek a little more. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. So let's color Miss Annie now. So E04. Anne is even smaller. She's set farther back. She's like a little micro chibi. I'm going to just color with the E04 kind of under her glasses. We'll color her tongue. I'm not going to do by the eyes because we're going to do something different. I'm going to grab my 0 and do her tongue before I forget. Okay, now E11. We're just going over top everything we've colored. And with this one, I'm going to just lightly continue down the side of her face. Okay, now we'll do E21. Okay, and then we're going to go to our E00. Just working. So that's E00. I want to keep it fairly light around her eyes. E000. I'm going to fill in the bottom of her face and the center of her face. And I think I'm going to do actually the top of her face. But I am going to kind of do the area around the rim of her eye in the triple, and then I'm going to do the remaining part of her eye with E quadruple. Okay. All right, and then we'll add our, let's do her eyeglasses first, and then we'll add the BB to her. So for her glasses, I'm going to start with B04. And I'm just going to go slightly away from this corner of the eye with the BB04, just like that. I'm going to do the same over here. And sorry, you'll hear some barking. And then B02. Like so. Then I'm going to go to my B00. So just start, I'm kind of almost pushing those first colors just to get rid of that line. And then with my B000, I'm going to color in the remainder of the eye. And I'm just going to go back with the B02. And just fix that line and the triple. There we go. We have Miss Annie's eyeglasses colored, so let's go in with our BV01. I'm going to do around her hairline. Under her glasses. Like so. There we go. All right, so let's color in the remainder of the skin on our images. So we've got EO4. Let's do all the next. We'll just do them all at once. So EO4. And no arms, but Kevin has a little bit. So we'll do that. Then E11. Just going to color in the remainder of our necks with the E11. And our little fingers, because we're holding that bar really tight because we're ready to screen. E21, let me just go over those neck area. And then I'm going to just finish with the 00 on anything that doesn't have any color on it. There we go. And I don't know, Kevin looks like he's got some kind of strap. Oh no, that's probably the bar, but it kind of looks like he almost has a strap in here, and I bet you he's got that evil eyebrow. He's probably getting ready to pull the thing so I go flying out. All right, BV01, I'm going to just go underneath the neck. There we go. Okay, so there we go. We've got all of our skin done. And let's color hair next. So we'll do Anne's hair first. So I'm gonna go, all right, let's do Kevin's. So I'm gonna do Kevin's with E49, E59, and E57. So I'm just going to start doing little flicks at the root of his hair and where it ends. So sorry if my hand is in the way, but I kind of need it. I have to put it a certain way so I can flick. So sorry, my hand is going to be blocking because I am holding my marker straight up and down. Just do the center part of his hair. I think I need to put a new nib on this marker. So E49. Then we're going to do E59. There we go. Look at that. You could leave that white if you wanted, but I cannot leave white space on mine. I'm going to switch. Instead of the 57, I'm going to go to the 55 because I want to have a nice highlight still. So this is E55. There we go. It's very much Kevin's hair color too. So let's do his little bun. Okay. So it was E49, E59. And E55. Okay. Okay, and let's do the sides now. Okay, again, I find it easier to flick away from me. So that was 549, now 57. Sorry, not 57. 59. then 5, 5. Okay. Okay, 4, 9 again. Then 5, 9. Just gonna, with the second color, I'm kind of just bringing the pieces almost together. And then 5, 5. There we go. We've got Kevin's hair all colored. Let's do Miss Ann's now. So I kind of, hers is darker, so I'm going to try adding the toners with one of the browns. So I'm going to start with T9. See if this ends up looking similar to her hair. So I'm just slowly working. Such a cute image. Okay, so that was T9. We're going to stop there. I'm going to add a bit of T7. Okay, and let's do the E5-7 and see what happens with that. I'm gonna go in with the 5-9. Just over where we kind of did the toners. Just because I feel like I lost some of that contrast. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's do the T9 on our little pony. I'm just doing my best to follow the shape of her hair. Okay, so T9, T7, sorry if I went out off camera. Okay, and I'm gonna do the 5-9. And then the 5-7. I don't know if this is my favorite hair combo. I tried it. It's okay. Kind of gives something a bit different. Okay, now let's do mine, and I gotta figure out, so for mine, I'm gonna do, what do I wanna do? I'm gonna do, let's do I think I'm gonna do E55, E31, and E51. Let's see how that is. So we have our 55, and I'll grab my 31 and E50. If I can find my E50, there we go. And we're making it up. Okay. So my hair I'm going to do a little different because I used to have my hair quite short, which is how it is in this picture. So I'm going to do with the E55, I'm going to actually do the 57 first. So with E57, just going to go along the front of my hairline. Like so. Then I'm going to go with the E55. Then E31. Going to go back to the 55 because I feel like I lost a little bit of the. I'm going to go in with my E50. Kind of work those colors, and then we'll close in top. And I'm going to go in with my E55. I'm going to take the bullet knit, or the chisel tip of the E55 and the brush tip of my E50. I'm going to pick up some of that color. Just get it to blend. Kind of get like a mid-tone between the two colors. There we go. And actually, I think I'm going to go to the E57. Chisel tip E57. Brush tip E50. I'm going to just pick up some of that color. Just want to get happy with that. Okay. So I'm going to grab a colored pencil. I think I'm going to go, I'm just going to find I kind of have a, these, I'm going to go for, so I have a light, a medium, and a dark. And the light is kind of going more towards the yellowy family. And I'm just going to start drawing little lines. And then once I get into the center, I want it less so of this darker color. Then I'm going to make sure your pencil is sharpened. So I'm going to go my mid-tone now. Just going to go over what I've done. Okay, and then with my light tone, which is more of a yellow, I'm going to just go over everything again. And just, we're slowly building up. There. I am happy with that. So, and if for those that are wondering the colors, I used, my light was the 183 light yellow ochre and 182 brown ochre and 280 umbra, oh sorry, burnt umber. I'm starting to read the French. There we go. Okay, so we've got skin and hair complete. We've done it. So let's color, let's color our shirts. So we'll start with Miss Anne first. And she, of course, has got to be, she's got to be in the yellow greens because those are her favorite colors. So I'm using, I just grabbed this combo to try. Fluorescent yellow green 2, yellow green 21, and yellow green 23. So FY G2, YG 25, YG 23. And we'll see how this looks. I'm not sure. I might need to grab a darker yellow. So if the markers I'm using aren't in your notes, do not worry, because then I will have changed it. YG 25. Actually, we'll have this all the way dark. And then YG 23. I don't know if I like this combo. I'm gonna go in with that fluorescent yellow green, see if I can darken. Again, you do not need to have the exact markers. Okay, so Annie is in green and Kevin has to be in purple. So we're going to do V17, V15, and V12. I'm just starting, going from dark to light, B15. And then we'll do our V12. Okay. And then I really do not like that Anne's shirt does not have contrast. I'm going to just grab this YG09. And I'm going to just blend that out with the YG23. That is just going to bug me. Okay, now I'm going to be in the blues, so I'm going to use the B4, B04, B02, and B00. So B04. I would always be wearing a black shirt, though. If you know me, my favorite color is black. Well, my favorite clothing color to wear is black. And then B00, so that was B04, then B02, and now I'm doing B00. We'll just really work this to get it to blend. Since this isn't the ideal combo. Okay. I'm going to use that BV. Let's see what happens if we add some of the drop shadow. Now, obviously, it's not going to do anything on Kevin's, but well, we'll see. Okay, yeah, it really didn't do. Okay. All right, so clothing, hair. Let's color this coaster now. We're gonna do reds. So I'm gonna use R59, R39, R37, R35, and R32. And sorry, I need to let a dog in. She wants me. Come on in, girls. Come on. Okay. So R59, I'm going to start at the back of the coaster, and I'm going to just flip my image. So R59, I'm going to try and stay away from the line a little bit. Have more of this R59 back here. And then we're going to go to R39. Then R37. Okay, and then R35. Sorry, let me just get a blankie for my dog. We're having, there we go. R35. I'm just going to really work these. Go back if you have to, just to push the color. Okay, and I'm going to go to my darkest color, R59. I'm going to pick the chisel tip of that with the, so using chisel tip of the R59, brush tip of the R35. Okay, and I'm just going to, Lena, shush. Color the bottom of this line right here. Okay, now my dog wants out. Go on, go see who's here. Go on. Go see. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go up the back. Okay. And then I'm going to use the R32 just on the top portion right here. Just like so. Okay. Now let's go back to our R59. I'm going to just draw some lines like so. Okay, also going to do it along this side. So we've got R59. Let's just neaten this line. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to do 3-9. Slowly extending. Funny thing, so me and Anne and Kevin and a couple other friends went to Universal Islands of Adventure. It was around the time when the Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure came out. And so we were excited to ride it. And Anne rode it, but she hadn't rode a roller coaster in a number of years. And she was so sick. So she's like, she can't really even ride roller coasters. So when I requested this image, she was like, seriously, you're going to put me on a roller coaster? I love theme parks. They are one of my favorite. I could just go to a theme park every day of the week. I love Disney, but I've really been liking Universal the last number of years. You know, their theming and everything has just been really great. And I'm a Harry Potter fan, so obviously that's a given with their Harry Potter area. And I'm excited about their new park. So this is R35. Okay, I'm going to go in with R32 just for those last couple of areas. Actually, I'm not going to do R32. I'm just going to do R35. Okay. Okay, and R59. R37. R35. I'm going to just color in the remainder. Like so. Okay. I'm going to color in the seats as well, just to keep it simple. So R59. I'm going to be very careful not to get it. Reds are one of the least forgiving colors. I'm just coloring this in flat. Once I get above the bar, we'll start adding some of the shading. This image is a beast to color. Okay, I think I'm going to go right in between us. I'm going to color that dark as well. I'm risking it here. Let's hope I don't get it on the skin. Okay, and I'm going to do actually behind here as well. Okay, so 3-9 we're going to go to now. Okay, and we'll do 3, 7. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go again. So the R59, we'll color here really dark. Right under her arm. Do that on both sides. We'll do over here as well, dark. Okay, and we'll continue very carefully. Okay, so R59, that was, and now R39. And 3, 3, 7. And then we'll do 3, 5. We're almost there. Okay. Okay, and I think that is it for our reds. So let's color in the, let's do the tires. So I'm gonna do T, or the, whatever, the wheels. T9, or sorry, C9, C7. Actually, I want to do those in the T's now that I said the T's. Do I have, what do I have in the T's? 10, 7. I'm going to just color in the wheels with T9 and T7. So with T9, do that. Okay, and then T7, I'm not sure if there's going to be much difference here. I'm going to just go to the C7 and see what happens. We'll switch the groups here because we should get, yeah, that's good. So this is C7. Okay, love it. And let's do that same combo on the handrail. So T9. T9, T7, and C7. Okay. All right, we just got Annie's rail to do. T9. T7. And C7. I think that's the first time in all the years I've mixed the T's and C's. Okay. And now we're just going to use the C's for the, so I'm going to go with C5, and I'm going to just color in it flat, this part here, the bottom of the chest strap. Okay, then I'm going to go in with C7 on the back of the restraints. Then C5. And C3. Okay. And now I just want to add my highlight in the eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to do a large dot and a smaller one, large dot, smaller one. We'll do that in each eye. Like so. And we've got to color Annie's little thing in her hair. So I'm just going to use YG09. Just color that. And there we go. We've got our adorable little roller coaster image all colored up and ready to be put on our slider pocket card. Okay, so let's put our card together. So we have our little image. We have our slider base that we created. And then I used this We Are Here Together die that if you attended our spring retreat, you got for free. And I think this is available in the online shop. It's an awesome one. So I'm going to use that. So I want to put this right about there. I'm going to just grab a piece of foam tape. And I've just cut it like 1/4 of an inch thick. Now I don't want it too this long. I just want a little bit like that. And I'm going to put it at the very end here. Like so. And then this is where I'm going to apply my image. So I'm going to lift it up. There we go. And our card will stop. Isn't that neat? I'm going to zoom out a bit. There we go. Love that. So using that We Are Here Together die set, I cut out, I took the together sentiment, the scripty together, and I cut out 4 pieces. So I did 1, 2, 3 using chipboard and 1 out of black. So I am going to layer those. And I'm going to use our Stamp Anything glue in the new Precision Glue Tip applicator bottle. And I'm just going to add glue to this. It's a bit fiddly, but you could have a lot of fun with the sentiment with this. You could put, I'm thrilled to see you. I don't know, thanks for flying by. I don't know, a whole pile of things. Get creative. I would love to see, if you don't have this die or don't want to purchase this die, please let me know what you end up choosing in its place. So I'm just going to get these layered on top of each other. And I wanted something to kind of give a bit of dimension. Missed a little piece in there. There we go. We'll do this again now. This glue dries nice and clear, so don't have to worry if you don't get it perfectly or if it oozes out. Okay. All right, and lastly, let's put the black layer on. Okay. Like I said, this glue dries nice and clear, so I'm not worried. Thinking right about there. Yes, okay. So before we put that on there, I'm gonna grab the sentiment set that was from the exclusive retreat spring 20, what was that, spring 2022? Is that this? Yeah, spring 2022 retreat. These aren't available, but you can use whatever. I'm just going to use this Life is an Adventure. So it would say, together, life is an adventure. And have it right there. So I'm just going to put it kind of right where I want it. Because that's as far as it comes out. And I need a stamping platform that doesn't have an edge. My Misty does. Just gonna pull out my old, the Tim Holtz or Tonic Studios stamping platform. Let's just put this right there. Oops. This right underneath there. Okay, there we go. And sentiment, life is an adventure. It's nice and straight. Oh, and I guess I can't have both of those because I cannot. I'm gonna have to put them like that. Let's see, will this allow me to stamp now? Will it work? There we go. And is that straight? I think it is crooked. Sorry, I am like super fussy about sentiments. I hate when they're crooked. Okay, that'll have to do. And I'm just gonna use VersaFine Black because that stamp's so crisp. I like it for my sentiments. And I'm going to use my stamped Tabulous. Oops, need to brush. There we go. Life is an adventure. Okay. Put that back before I lose it. Okay. So let's take these magnets off. Okay, and we'll get this out of the way. Loving how this is turning out. So we have together. Where did my together go? Oh, here. So if I have it something like that, that's perfect. Yes, okay. So let's glue this on. Oh, what am I doing? Gotta be careful how far I glue. I didn't take note. There, we'll go with that. I think it might be just slight. That's perfect. There we go. So we have our project together. Life is an adventure. And if you wanted, you could put a white piece on the back and write, or you could even just write your note up here. Nobody's going to see that there or on the back of that. So there's my project for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video.